Hey guys, what's up? It is your friendly neighborhood Ubicus here, back again with another Isaac. Afterbirth. We're doing the daily. That's Lazarus. Lazarus to the heart. Let's go. I think I'm gonna be smart about it this time. The last Lazarus daily run, I was dumb, and I fucked up with my usage of the pill, and I used it immediately. This sucks. That's probably incredible. But I fucked up and I used it immediately, and it turned out to be a health down, which made it pretty bad. What I'm gonna do is basically I'm gonna hold this pill until I die, which I'm going to intentionally do at some point on this floor. At which point I will pop the pill and we will find out what kind of pill it is, of course. But the main benefit of that is that there's pretty much no negative pill. Well, okay, there's a lot of negative pills it could be, but none of the really bad negative pills are not a problem. Now, here's one thing that I've noticed so far on this floor. There's nothing to kill myself on. That's unfortunate. There's not even fire. This is good and bad. Good because if I, didn't want to die, then we're Gucci. But basically, I'm gonna fucking just rub my head inside of the Duca flies, and then I'm gonna take my own life out at some point before murdering him, like this. And then we're gonna finish murdering him because you get respawned in the same exact room as Lazarus, which is cool. Okay. Whoa. Explosive diarrhea. I almost just fucking fell over dead. That would have been awful, huh? That bomb actually got so close to hitting me. Jesus Christ. Alright. Well, the good news is, experimental treatment couldn't be bad when we picked it up. Well, it could have been. But it couldn't have reduced my health because we were at 1 heart. And I believe they have successfully fixed it. So experimental treatment does not kill you when you get a health down with 1 or less health. At least I haven't seen it happen for ages, which leads me to believe it was successfully fixed. Which, it's sad that it was an issue for as long as it was. If you don't know, the main problem that occurred, I think I'm 3-3. 3 red hearts, 3 spirit hearts. Basically what happened was you'd pick up experimental treatment as Blue Baby, and you just have a fucking 50% shot to just fall over dead, to just keel over dead. Maybe not exactly 50%, maybe higher, maybe a little lower. Nobody really knows the exact numbers. But I'm just saying 50% because, it either happens or it doesn't, right? So you got a 1 and 2. That's a joke, by the way. It's probably not funny for you, you fucking non-statistical understanding plebeians. That's right, I called you a plebeian. Yeah, you heard me. Heard. Alrighty then. This daily is already kind of shaping up to be okay. I'm not a huge fan of the current items, but they're not bad. Overall, definitely good, but could easily be better. Oh, also, I wanted to talk about something that I did, which is a horrible mistake, and you should never do. I think I've said it before. There's a website called TV Tropes that if you want to go to it, basically you only go to it if you want to lose your entire day. It's a fucking vortex, right? It just sucks up all of your free time until the day's over, and you're like, what the fuck happened? Where did my day go? Well, similarly, don't watch the show How It's Made unless you want the exact same thing to happen as going to TV Tropes. I'm serious. Like, here's the thing about How It's Made, right? How It's Made is, it begins with you going like, oh sure, I'll watch How It's Made. I mean, why not? Fuck it. Why would I not watch it? It's fine. It's an enjoyable show. Let's just start watching it. And then you watch it a little bit, and you're like, oh, that was cool. That was very interesting. And then it's like, later we'll find out how a car engine is made, and you're like, fuck, dude. I mean, I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't interested in knowing how a car engine was made. So yeah, I mean, fuck it. Why would I not want it? Yeah, let's just watch more. And then you sit there and you watch more, right? And then what happens is, after you find out how a car engine is made, it's like, then we'll find out how bacon is made. Well, fuck, man. I love bacon. I guess I should figure out where it's from then. And of course, you watch the bacon part. And then, how condoms are made. And you're like, well, I mean, that must be fascinating. How would that not be fascinating? And then, next thing you know, it's the fucking next day. And you wake up in fucking just covered in Cheeto crust, sitting at your computer monitor, passed out at the keyboard. Like, what happened? Who drugged me? I'll tell you who drugged you. The creators of How It's Made. If anybody's ever been actually working on mind control technology, I think the creators of How It's Made should... They'd be the ones to figure it out, right? They'd be the ones. Speaking of which, by the way, I did watch one of the episodes of How It's Made that I did watch, because I did watch it. That's why I'm bringing this up. One of the episodes I did watch was actually the How Condoms Were Made. And first of all, I learned that there's a condom brand in... I believe it's made in the UK, but apparently it's like throughout all of Europe. It's a super common one. It's called Billy Boy. Now, that's not weird on its own, right? Billy Boy. Yeah, sure, why not? But what makes it weird is their what do you call it? Icon? What's the like actual term for it? You know what I'm talking about. Basically, their branding is a fucking literal cartoon penis with a happy face on it, wearing a hat. That hat happens to be a condom. That's weird to me. Should that not be? I mean, it feels weird to me that that's just like a completely regular branding thing, off in fucking Europe or something. Fucking weirdos. So I found that out. That was pretty interesting. But what was even more interesting is how I found out how they automatically detect whether or not there are actually holes in the condoms. Because, I mean, obviously they're mass produced. You're not gonna like have them manually made. So how do you make sure that there's no holes in them, right? Because obviously the entire purpose of a condom is completely bunk if there's a hole in it, right? Like it does nothing. Well, it turns out the way they do it is they run high voltage electricity through them and see if it gets through, basically, because they're made out of rubber, right? They're good at absorbing electricity. So if the electricity shows on the meter on like the outside of the condom, there's a hole in it. It's easy as that, right? And they do it in batches, and they throw out the entire batch if any holes are detected, just so there's no potential risk or anything. It's fucking fascinating, right? I mean, it's not like the coolest thing in the world. Obviously, there's probably cooler, but I fucking love that shit, man. I just like tiny little tidbits of info like that, because I mean, I never thought to myself like, hey, how do they check that there's not holes in condoms when they mass produce them? Are they just that confident? I never thought that, but you know, now that I know how, it's like, dang, that's interesting. How did I never ponder that question before? And that's just the entirety of How It's Made. That's just how it works. That's just how that entire show operates. Oh, come on. I hate this. Okay. Well, lump of coal is really good, actually, so that's pretty all right. 2 clubs and 2 clubs, and let's go. I don't know if lump of coal or what was the other one I just picked up? That one, the cat of nine tails. I don't know if those count for the black feather. I need to look at that list and memorize it. Basically, black feather gives you damage up based on the amount of evil items you have, and there's a long list of items that are considered evil, and I need to actually remember what they are. which is hard. I believe every item that counts towards the Leviathan transformation is counted as evil for the Black Feather. That much I do know. Which means I know for sure the Pact. Nothing else for sure. Because I'm really bad at remembering which the... Oh my god. Dang it, dude. Well, that's really good. Kind of wish... I might be able to get both. I'd need 2 more cents. 2 more. 2 more cents. I'm not guppy yet, but there's a decent probability that it'll happen. And the reason I said 2 more cents is because, of course, I had these 3 available to me for 1 bomb, which it's alright. It's not the best trade, but it's alright. That'll do. I mean, if we're talking hive mind here, then fuck yeah. Also, I do have... Well, I did have 35 bombs at that point. So, I'm pretty okay with it. Okay. I like all the bombs. I need to fucking shoot these guys. There we go. There we go. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. I'm not picking that shit up. Hey, a nickel. Please don't be slippery. We dink. We did it. We in there. Woof. Okay. Spooky. Also, apparently this isn't the way to go for the item room, which is very bizarre to me. This is a weird layout on this floor. There's definitely a good number of new layouts, new floor layouts, in Afterbirth, and I'm still getting used to them. I mean, like, this one's just weird. Just a lot of looping on itself. Well, not necessarily looping on it. You know what I'm saying. You figured. You understand. I speak words. They don't mean the most. They're not logical, generally, but you understand what I'm saying. It's kind of like how British accents are, right? Heyo! That's a good one. I got him. Nice. Good job, me. That's a joke, by the way. I love you, all of my potential British fans. I promise you, I have at least 1 British friend, and I know a number of British people that are all pretty cool. They do smell weird, though. That's not true. God damn it. Well, it's kind of true. See, here's the weird thing, right? I don't know. So I've met a lot of people from all over the world, and by that I mean from Europe and America at GDQ events. And I don't know what it is, if it's a climate thing or what, but I'll say for sure, most, and this, I mean, this is gonna sound awful, but most of the time that I was around several Europeans at these events, I was like, what's that smell? That doesn't, no, that smells like BO, right? Like, that was kind of my reaction. I don't know, like, I'm not blaming it, you know, it's correlation. Correlation is not always causation. There's definitely a high probability that it was just the Smash nerds, because everybody knows that people who play 10-plus-year-old party games competitively all just smell really bad, right? So it could have been them, but mostly noticed it around the Europeans. So I don't know if it's a climate thing. I don't know. Definitely seemed pretty damning in my anecdotal evidence. Yeah, I like options. I'll take a few more of them. And that's, I mean, that's not fair to say. I shouldn't say something like that. But it's too late. It's already, I have already said it. It was mostly Dick Oak, though. That guy. Oof. Nah, that's not true. He actually kind of smelled like roses, I'll be honest. At least from what I recall. Again, maybe it was just comparing and contrasting him versus the Smash nerds. Because once again, I would like to restate the fact that people who play 10-plus-year-old party games competitively just smell bad. It's just, I don't know what it is. It's really this fucking fascinating thing. It should probably be studied. I mean, there's more than enough evidence. That's for sure. Just go to a Smash tournament. If you don't run out of there screaming with your fucking nose hairs singed off, then congrats, I guess. And by the way, I'm being like almost entirely serious. I'm being a tad bit facetious to drive the point home. But I'm more or less being pretty serious about the smell of Smash Nerds. I mean, it's bad. I don't know. I don't know what it is about playing Super Smash Bros. Melee that makes people forget how in the fuck a shower operates, but shit, man. It's fucking brutal. Well, the choice is clear. Stem cells. Wait, I took Magic Mush? Oh, fucking that wasn't the goal. How did I take stem cells? Oh, fuck, man. I fucked that one up, huh? Okay. Whoa, hey, tiny gurgling. Alright, down. I feel great about this run now. TBH. Ooh, what a sniper. Right, Zodiac. They get every floor, every single floor, I believe this is what it does. Every floor that I go on, I have a random Zodiac item effect. It'll give me a random Zodiac item for the floor, I believe. I think that's how it works. Which is cool. Weird, but cool. I like it, but at the same time, I'm gonna get Taurus on the only floor that I don't want Taurus, which is Womb 2. And that's gonna make me upset, but I mean, it's also Binding of Isaac, which means I'm pretty much default upset. I'm in a permanent state of agitation. Right, brain fart. Horrible brain fart. Oh, well, don't mind if I do. Right, so there was something else that I started watching for some reason. YouTube recommended videos are a hell of a drug, I'll tell you. But one thing I also started watching, other than watching hours and hours and hours of how it's made while I was supposed to be sleeping, I also started watching clips from the Jeremy Kyle show, which, now, I haven't seen Mari Povich is, I believe, the host's name. That guy. I haven't seen the show, but apparently it's all about, like, you're the father, right? Like, that's the idea. It's all about, like, generally, like, disputes between people who are in a relationship, one way or another, and they kind of make it sensational and into a TV show. And that's basically what the Jeremy Kyle show is, except in Europe. I believe it's in the UK. He seems to have a very British accent, and a lot of the people on have similar accents, but there's definitely a nice mix. Oh my god. All my friends have a low rider. The low rider is a little higher. But yeah, basically that's what the Jeremy Kyle show is. And man, I can't not watch it. Like, if that's what Mori is like, I might just start watching that. I don't know why I love it so much, but I do. I really do. Maybe it's because I'm like, man, I'll never be as bad as these people. That makes me feel good. Also, I find it funny because, one, okay, whenever I'm waiting for a video to load or an ad to end or anything like that, which, by the way, I will mention, I actually completely disabled ad block on YouTube finally, because I was thinking to myself, and I was like, yeah, I mean, I can sit through pre-roll ads, that's not a big deal. And you know what? It helps content creators like myself to disable ad block. So I just decided to fucking do it for YouTube. I still have it enabled on plenty of sites. I'll be upfront with you on that one, but definitely on YouTube, I think it's a reasonable thing to disable. Anyway, while I'm waiting for a video to load or an ad to end, what I generally do is I go to the YouTube comments. Why? Well, I don't fucking know, but I do it. Right? It's part of my system. It's part of my learning. I just do it. It's just something to occupy myself while I'm waiting. And every time, every video, because on the Jeremy Kyle show, quite often they use lie detector tests to prove innocence or guilt, right? And it's not like they're proving it in a court of law, right? They're just proving it because they need to have the show end, right? They can't just be like, this is what he says, this is what she says. We don't fucking know. Goodbye, right? Like, they have to have something happen, right? So they just use it as that, basically. And, I mean, the other thing is lie detector tests are actually fairly accurate. People seem to get really butt mad about lie detector tests, and it's like, it's not accurate, because they, like, heard it on TV once or something. They're fucking pretty goddamn accurate. I mean, the things they measure for, you have to train yourself pretty well to actually be able to, cheat, I guess. Because, I mean, generally they check a shitload of stuff. It's not just, like, your inflection or something, you know. Anyway, but that's what the comments are all about. It's like, you know, it's like, oh, that's it? Lie detector test? That's how they proved that he was guilty? Well, geez, that's fucking dumb. So, yeah, I mean, like, you know, again, it's not like they're proving it in the court of law, and this is gonna get the guy jail time, right? This is just fucking because it's a sensationalist TV show created to cater to the lowest common denominator of people. And they can look at other people and be like, oh, look at how stupid they are, even though they're, you know, the people are stupid themselves. Myself included, by the way. This is not me excluding myself from that grouping. That is absolutely me in a nutshell. But yeah, I mean, it's just there so they can have a conclusion. It's not there to really prove anything. But yeah, people are always super butt mad in the comments about how they use lie detectors. It's like, that's not very good. That's fucking bullshit. And then other people are like, fucking scripted. And it's like, I mean, you know, it could be. And, to be honest, I don't care. Yeah, I mean, whatever. What isn't scripted on TV nowadays? Not much. Many things are scripted on TV. Pretty much every reality show is scripted. So, fuck it. Sure, whatever. The point is, it's supposed to be entertaining. Is it entertaining? Fuck yeah. That's it. That's all I... Good. I've completed my flowchart. Is it entertaining? Yes. Turns out I'll watch it. Okay, cool. Nice. Pretty simple flowchart, if you ask me. If this, then this, right? Like, that's, I mean, it's a very simple if-then. I even know how to code that, man. And I don't know how to code anything. But, yeah, so, I mean, I dig it. Also, it's funny to see their reactions. I saw one, right, where, it was this girl who thought that her boyfriend stole from her, and, you know, she went on the show to, you know, figure out if that actually happened or not, with the lie detector test, of course. And, you know, the guy comes out, seems like a really genuinely nice guy, like super kind-hearted, you know, just he means well, just in general. Seems like a fucking class act, right? He pops up. She's talking about how, like, she'd be devastated if she found out that he actually stole money from her, and it would ruin their relationship, and everything would be awful, right? Lie detector test results, come in. Turns out he's innocent and didn't steal from her. And instead of her like smiling and being like, "Oh, what a relief that he didn't steal from me," her reaction was like a, "Oh fuck." Like, her reaction just made me think that, like, man, is she hiding something? Like, something doesn't feel right about that reaction. The way her face should look right now should be relieved, not terrified, because she looked pretty terrified. And that makes me think, maybe, just maybe, something weird is going on. There's some crazy shit going on in the background, in the back of her brain. And like, that's the sort of stuff that I live for, man. Just seeing incredibly human reactions, whether they're out of place or not. Right? Nice. Okay. Also, pretty much every time it's like a stealing thing, like it's about stealing. Pretty much every time when there we go. Whenever they bring out like the final person, right? That final person always looks like so fucking shifty. It looks like they know, like, I did it. I'm scared they're gonna find out, and then they just come on anyway, and they're like, I didn't do it, I think it was this one. I think it was that guy, that guy stole. It's like, come on, bro. Brewski? Brasiah? Well, alright. Kinda wanted to go further. Obviously didn't get the option. Look at that, 10th on score! Woo! Oh my, what? Huh? What? There I am! Woo! 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 I mean, it went up an hour ago, so that's not really incredible, but it's all right. I'll accept 10th place on this daily. I'll take it. That's fine. I'll settle for it. No problem here. No complaints. I'll take 10th. But anyway, thank you everybody for watching this episode. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to leave a like, give me a comment, subscribe, do all that good shit, and I'll see you guys back again later tomorrow with another Afterbirth video as always. So, that sounds really gross, doesn't it? I've done that before, where I like during my sound tests, where I literally just here, I'll show you. It's weird. Basically, I do this, right? And then I go to my microphone, and then I listen to device, and then I hear myself, and it's like on a short delay. It's on a short delay, which means it fucks with your head. But what I've done is I'll make like weird noises just to keep myself entertained. But that's how I sound check to make sure that my mic isn't freaking the fuck out. But anyway, thank you again, everybody, for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.